Hey guys, so take two on silver and gold. Now, take two. Just a little more explanation. I'm not the greatest speaker. There's obviously a language barrier, and I didn't word it perfectly. Now, I don't think I made really clear that I was really stretching it to that, really bad end of the world scenario. I'm not talking just, economic collapse and stuff like that. I'm talking something serious, just nothing as we know exists anymore. There's no government, there is no nothing. So that's why I was really bringing it to that point, like, if the stuff really happens, that really bad stuff happens. The zombie apocalypse is kind of stretchy. It's like one of those things that will never happen, but it is a nice example of it, because if that would happen, that's pretty much the case. All the zombie movies, what you see, that's pretty much the case what I was talking about. Like, there is nothing. There is no more government, no more banks, no more nothing. There's no more food to go buy. So it really is kind of best scenario to put yourself into, and if you think about it, most of the people actually will be like those zombies, because most of the people out there, if something like this happen, what I have in mind when I was asking that question, like, why would you want to have silver or gold, most of the people out there will be there with that setting as those zombies in the movies. They will be there to get you. That's just a sad reality. Vast majority of the people, like, seriously, like 99%, actually no, if you think about it, there's still a lot of people in the third world countries that live that way. So it's like they probably wouldn't even know that anything happened. They will just live the same way as they do until now. There are several lands, they live from the land and stuff like that. But if you're talking about civilized countries and stuff like that, our countries now, 99% of the people are not self-reliant. They depend on something. They depend on going to the store to buy stuff. They depend on the government to help them. So if you imagine you take everything they depend on away, only thing you're gonna be left with for them is stealing, killing, looting and stuff like that. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. You've seen it happen in in the catastrophic scenarios when you have disasters. Exactly the same thing would happen. The first thing, literally within couple days, couple hours since the stuff happening, you see people stealing and looting. So there you go. Like, my mindset for these situations, if is be completely self-reliant. Even the bartering. There was a word I couldn't remember. I call it trading. It's more simple English. So in this trading I don't want to rely even on that. I want to rely only on myself, my skills, my tools, my supplies. So mainly, that's a nice thing about why I personally, for example, wouldn't care about the commodities, the precious metals, since the currency won't have paper. That's why I said that for me personally, that printed paper have as much value to me as a gold, And if you think about it, it's the same way in the situations what most of you guys, pointed out to, like, that currency, that that gold, those precious metals will have the value in the middle trade. When you barter, and this guy has apples, this guy has bananas. They want to trade. This guy needs the bananas, but the banana guy doesn't want the apples. So that's why he would pay him with the gold, and then he can get whatever he needs with the gold. In that sense, why does it even matter that it's a gold or if it's silver? In that sense, you can still use that money. It's just that middle piece. It doesn't matter if it actually has value. For me, and actually for most of the people, that money has the same value as that gold. It has no value. It's just the sign. The value is only what you set it to be in your mind, in the in the general public. If this is said right now, this is said, like, let's say dollar is worth this and this much. Dollar will buy you quart of milk. Gram of gold will buy you gold of milk. It will only buy you what you as a community say it's worth, because in reality you cannot do anything with it. You cannot say that this piece of paper is worth to me a cow, or it's worth to me an apple. So in reality, actually, that piece of gold is just only a piece of something that people gave value to. So if you're really talking that bad end of the world scenario, it really has no value. It only has the value as people say, because it really has no value as a really functional value. Unlike if you have a skill and you can make a tool, that tool actually has a value. If you have a skill to grow something whatever you grow has a value. You know, I know the basis of economics. I know how the bartering, why there is such a thing as a currency, why there is such a thing as, you know, gold and that stuff. I mean, come on, give me a little credit. Everybody knows that. It's like the basic economics, and you know how it works. What I was saying is, in what I just explained, you know, in the reality, that gold has only as much value as you as a community, as a civilization, as a, you know, whatever we live in, say it is. Because in reality, other than superconductors, what I was talking about before, that's the only real value. The other value is only as a rare commodity, which is like, you know, just like printed paper that has security, you know, security signs on it. It's the same thing. You know what I'm going. I hope I explained it a little better than the last time. So I was really putting myself and the whole, like, why would you care for the gold and silver, in that really stretched situation, you know, forgetting about gold and silver being a good investment, which it is. I mean, I'm thinking about buying gold and silver, but only as an investment, you know, instead of having money sitting in a bank, even without, you know, thinking. I don't believe that something major is gonna happen, but I just don't live with the fear, you know. I'm living my life with, you know, just want to be ready for anything, but I don't really believe or, you know, want or expect the bad stuff to happen. I believe that we live in the civilized society where only bad things will happen are really, you know, disasters, you know, natural disasters. But I really believe that we live in the society that one country will know, you know, one of these, the powerful, let's say the powerful countries. I believe that all of these powerful countries that have the, you know, the bad weapons, the mass destruction weapons, believe that they are smart enough not to start something because they know it would bring the end to everybody, you know. So kind of in that sense, I, you know, like, I don't believe that something's gonna happen, but I still, just because I like it, just because I want to be dependent no matter what happens, I'm learning, you know, I'm learning new skills, I'm learning new knowledge, new whatever, I don't know, not tactics, but you know, like new things to do. I want to know how to hunt, I want to know how to shoot bow, I want to know how to fish and all that stuff, just because it interests me. And just for the peace of mind, knowing that if something were to happen, I'm gonna be ready, you know. And it can be the smallest thing, you know, it can be from small little blackout to really some bad catastrophe, you know, disaster. We had that Sandy here. And if something were to happen where I live, I was ready for pretty much anything. So, you know, that's where I'm going. So that's kind of, I hope that I explained a little bit better. I wish I was a little better speaker and I didn't have the language barrier, but I hope you know, understood me a little better, which direction I was saying, like, why did I even ask, like, you know, why did I brought that point up, that why would you care for the gold and silver. That's why. Hopefully that explained it a little better, guys. So thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself. It was chaotic.